Welcome back, y'all, to the competitive one tile challenge. A lot of changes here on Lowride's farm. It's the month of March. January and February were just uneventful months. Um, I didn't get quite the start that I should have, quite the start that the rest of the guys did, and because of that, I didn't have as much to do, didn't have as much content to record. So I just took care of a few things that I normally cut through, do a cut through on. And that was trying to make this short for y'all, but I sold the forager. I sold the sheep pen I had, and I sold about 140,000 liters of silage. That put a lot of money in the account. And with that, um, I bought two cheaper sheep pens. So we're going to be doubling our sheep count here hopefully soon. Which, by the way, before I did that, I had 10 baby sheep. So that was a good thing. They'll be growing and getting us some wool. I also bought Granny's knitwear. So with these sheep producing wool, I will, be making clothes now, and that should be a really decent means of income. I plowed a new field, and I think that's the main. Um, those are the main things that were done. And like I said, normally those are chores that I would just, cut through. So here we are in March, and I am cutting grass. Gonna keep making silage. As long as I got grass meadow or these meadows like this to mow, I'll keep doing silage for now. It's a good money generator as well. Also, I've got a sell point over there. That'll save us some trips back and forth to town. And I will finish this grass up. And when I'm done with that, I'll show you all around and let you see what happened. All right. So over here is the two sheep pen I told you about. Um, I put adults in one, I think. Yeah. All the adults I had, I put over here in this one. The wool that I had in the old sheep pen went into Granny's knitwear last month as well. And then my babies, and looks like 3 or 4, 5 of the adults. I put in this one. And on top of that, as you could probably tell already, we have cows. Yeah, we have buffalo actually. So I'm thinking of buffalo milk. Um, I don't know if I'll sell the buffalo milk for now and worry about production later. I don't know. I haven't used buffalo as a milk production yet at all. So I have no idea how fast it's created. I don't know if it's a slow process. Um, to my understanding, buffalo also is a good. They're good money to resell as well. So maybe I do a combination of both of the milk and sell them. Or if milk just doesn't work out, it's more hassle than it's worth, then I'll just raise water buffalo um, and resell them. Or for that matter, I mean, if none of that works out, then I could put some Holstein or whatever in there and get the ones that really do make decent amount of milk. Um, Let me put my mower up. Um, I think I told y'all that I did sell the forager, and I caught a wait for it, wait for it. I caught this baler in the market, in the used market. So I bought that, and we're going to be doing bales. Um, I want to get something to store them in. Well, that's right. I got the pole in mind. So the pole obviously will take bales, and I'll just make grass bales and stick them in the pole and continue making silage out of that. So yeah, I mean, I bought that sheep pen in the beginning. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest with you. I mean, that's an expensive sheep pen I had, and I didn't need it. So anyway, selling that put money in the account right away, and that with the silage just allowed me to even expand, for less money. So um, we will get our windrower here. Actually, you know what? Um, yeah, let's get the windrower. So I'll get this done, y'all, and back to you. All right, so we got that windrowed up. We get this thing parked back over here in our yard, and I think I'm gonna get the couple pallets of pumpkins I got over there. I'm gonna throw them in the market. It's just under 2 grand for that one. Check on our silage. Could be some in here. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I need to get silage to the water buffalo. So let's do that next. So yeah, as y'all can see, I still have a lot of grass in there, and I use this to feed the sheep when I need to, and in the meantime, it's just continuing to turn to silage. And my plan is just to keep adding more. When as long as I can um, mow the meadows and get the grass, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sure I don't know if that pen will take all this or not, but I'll bring the rest back. But it'll be all good and topped off, and be good for a while, I hope. Hope everybody's doing all right. Um, Doing all right here. Excited about uh, the days starting to get longer. I know that's been happening since December, but it always why didn't it? I saw the trigger light up, didn't it? There we go. Um, I don't know. It gives me that feeling the spring's coming. I know there's still a lot of cold weather left, but I don't know. I like the spring and I like the fall, so when there's signs of that coming, I get excited about it, I guess. Um, what else do we got going on here? I got the canola coming up still, as y'all know, and I was really hoping for one of the cheap um, harvesters to come up in the used sale market, but it hasn't yet. So I think there's one in there for like 10 grand, and I'm going to try my best to keep 10 or 15 grand in the account um, for that and the header. Um, because I might have to, obviously, I'm going to have one to harvest it. The other fields, I need to do my homework on. I'm going to take a page out of Zorch's playbook, and I'm going to try to plant these fields to where I don't have everything going on at once come harvest season. So, but I need to do my homework on that because I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure where to go with that because I mean, if root crops are uh, harvested midsummer and then grains harvested in the fall, and I don't have the equipment to do anything to even plant them right now. To be honest with you, much less harvest it. Then I can't do that, and I can't let them fields just sit there and wait for me to get equipment either. So I got to figure something out. Um, I'm gonna grab that baler, and we are gonna make some bales. You know what? Well, let's hook it up first. But before I start baling, let's have a look at the crop calendar. And so canola is harvested August, September. So yeah, see, I was talking about root crops. There's carrots, spring and summer. That would be ideal. But again, getting everything you need to plant and harvest something like carrots. I'd like to do corn. I really want to get some corn in. You know that I have a plan for one of the fields to be grassed, a dedicated grass field. Maybe I'll do grass for the rest of this season in that field, and then next spring, yeah, next spring, plant corn in that one, and pick something else for corn. Or I don't know. Got oats that I could put in. That would have to come out in July and August. That might be an option right there. I can do oats, onions, peas. Man, that would be awesome. I have found peas is pretty good money. So just as just as a cash crop, just something to grow and sell, I've found that it's pretty decent money. But yeah. Anyway, so I got options. It looks like, but it takes money to do it. The corn, I mean, I'm gonna have to get a planter. So um, yeah. And once I get it planted, I only got so much time to get a corn header. So yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get this done and get right back to you. All right, so that's all that bailed up. I'll go over here and park the baler back where we had it. And I think I'll pick those up and put them back in the excuse me, in the salvage pole off camera. I feel like I've done enough jump cuts as it is already. Too many in this episode to be honest, but um that's just what needs to be done right now on the farm. So I don't know I don't know whether to save money or consider um another production, another way of getting some income in. So I'll think about that some more and let y'all know what I come up with. So the adults have got a decent amount of food for them. And the babies definitely have enough. You know what? I guess it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and put some in there just because I can. Um, that's all right. Let's go check the water in the greenhouse. I really would like to, I think that's the medium one. I'd really like to upgrade that to a large one when I can. This one's just a little bit slower, I think. Yeah, I'm a ways from getting any out of there, but it's got plenty of water for now. So we'll let that be as well. I think I'm gonna go back over here and check out Granny's knitwear, see how much wool's in there, if whether or not it's worth putting these partial pallets of wool in there in order to get another pallet of clothes maybe to come out. Yeah, wait a minute. Nope, I got none. Wool, absolutely none. So yeah, we'll let these fill up and put them in there then. And the bees seem to be okay. Another box. Still not a pallet full yet, but another box there from over the winter. So back to what I was talking about as far as fields and what crops to put in and things like that. My plan my plan is to make one of these fields a dedicated grass field for when, I start using up the yard for other stuff. I still have a field dedicated to grass. So I'm thinking that's what this field here is going to be for. And then this field here, as of right now, I'm thinking corn, but looking at it, I don't know if that's big enough. I don't know if that's big enough for corn. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, maybe the oats. I did talk about oats. Can I do? Yeah, I can do oats now, can't I? Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Well, yeah, let's do oats. Let me check something first. Oats. Oats is 676. Canola. I can't plant canola yet, but canola is more money. What else can I plant right now? Oats. As far as a grain, that looks like that's all I can. Could do long grain rice next month, but um, then I'd have to buy the rice field, so that's all right. Sorghum. Oh yeah, what's sorghum? Sorghum. Sorghum. 555. So oats is worth more than sorghum. Um, yeah. Let's see what's in the used market. And nothing I need or can afford. That'd be kind of nice. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go with the oats. Yeah, I've gotten off to a bit of a slow start on this series. I think those guys have so much more going on in their farms right now than I do for sure. Um, but that's all right. I will. I'll at least make a game of it. Hope. Oh wait a minute. Oats. 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 And oats. All right. Here we go. I think I'm just going to use this as a cash crop. I don't know. I mean, I think you can make flour with oats, but I don't know if I want to buy a flour mill. Although I did talk about making canola oil. I thought about making canola oil with the canola, so that might be a reason um, to get the mill. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the same mill can do flour and oil. So that might be an option. I'll have to look into that. For now, we're just gonna get it planted and worry about the repercussions of it later. This tractor just don't want to pull nothing, man. Oh, I want to get another tractor, but I don't want to spend the money for one. I wish one I could afford would come through the used market. I like that tractor, Crustu guy. Although I forget what he was doing, but I did see it struggle. There was some shore he was doing that I saw it struggle on. I missed a strip back there. I'm gonna have to go back and get that. I'm gonna have to do a little bit better about overlapping because yeah, see how it goes through a planted field? It does not like that tractor does not like a plowed field for sure. So I don't know. I have this idea, and I'm not sure which way to go with it. So it seems I feel like those guys are, um, you know, setting up multiple avenues of making money, and that might be the winning combination. What I'm wondering is, in the meantime, and it might be too late for me to do this, but in the meantime, while they're trying to get multiple stuff going at once, I wonder if I stuck with a select few, like two or three few, um, and just made those more efficient, and concentrate on them. Pretty confident if I did that, that it would make more money now. It would have, I could capitalize on stuff now. But I don't know what that would be like in the long run of things. I mean, in game, with my luck, what they're doing would probably end up surpassing what I have. But then maybe it don't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they worry about too many productions and they can never get one up and going full speed. Where I've been working on the same two or three productions since the beginning ish, and that's why they're running optimal. So I don't know. And then I don't know, if I said yeah, let's go that route, then I'm really not sure what productions I'd go with, to be honest. So what do y'all think? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Should I do better to multitask or concentrate on what I got? Maybe add one more thing and then just concentrate on what I got. Because right now I got wool and sheep. That's it. Cows are water buffalo and milk, and then the pumpkins. So if I added one more, I don't know, let's just say, well, then I got the fields and stuff too, though. So that could be my third one. If I was going to go with three, that could be my third one is stay with grain and then just get a flour mill and do all things grain, I guess. um, yeah, I don't have a whole lot in the way of productions. Other than there's not too many. I feel like there's not too many mods outside of the base game productions uh, that we can do other than the pumpkins. But that's not. I mean, it is a production, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this up, and I will get back to y'all when I'm done. All right, that was way longer than I expected. But you know, I don't need the grass yet in that field. So I decided to go ahead and throw some oats in that as well. And that hopefully will give me a nice little oat harvest that I can make a little bit of money with. Um, I think with that being said, y'all, that's gonna wrap it up. Off camera, I'm gonna get these bales put in the silage pole. Um, Probably give all my animals one last check. I'm debating on whether to sell that pallet of clothes or not. I'd like to wait until it's worth the most money, which is wrong button. Clothes sell best. What's that? Oh, not far away. That's only May. Yeah, I'll probably hold on to that. And maybe I get a second one before, if not, yeah, before May comes. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Um, Appreciate y'all watching. If you would please hit me up on the like button. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think. Um, and I will see you all on the next one.